What if one day during your retirement you realize that CPF Life isn't enough and your cash savings have all dried up? At that age, you probably wouldn't want to continue working, especially after working for your entire life. Retirement might seem distant, but without proper planning, it could become a challenging reality. Today, we are going to explore how to plan for retirement in Singapore. Hi, I'm Fer from Dollar Bureau, a personal finance platform that talks about insurance, investments, and financial planning. So let's start with the basics. What is retirement planning? Retirement planning is about figuring out how you'll fund your lifestyle after you've stopped working. It's more than just stashing away cash, it's setting goals, making smart decisions, and managing your money so that when the time comes, you have the freedom to live life on your own terms. You'll need to think about your current financial positions, future expenses, and investment strategies. And as life changes, your retirement plan should change too. But why is retirement planning so important? Because of the cost of living here, it's not cheap. Without proper planning, you could find yourself cutting back just to make ends meet. By planning early, you're giving yourself time to build a strong financial foundation, so your golden years are actually golden. It also helps you clear debts before retirement, so you're not using your savings to pay off liabilities. And with medical costs rising as you age, good retirement planning means you have the protection, healthcare funds ready, and income when it matters most. A big part of protection comes from CPF Life, so let's explore what it does and how it fits into your plan. CPF Life is Singapore's national annuity scheme where it gives you monthly payouts for as long as you live. That's crucial because you don't know how long retirement will last. You'll start getting payouts at 65 and there are three plans to choose from. First is the standard plan, which gives you higher monthly payouts with lower bequests. Next is the basic plan, which gives you lower payouts but leaves more for your beneficiaries. And lastly, the escalating plan, which payouts that increase 2% yearly to fight inflation. It's a secure, predictable income, just what you want in retirement. But is it enough on its own? Short answer, probably not. CPF Life covers basic expenses such as food, transport, and utilities. But what about hospital bills, medical checkups, traveling, hobbies, or even your future generations? For that, you'll need more. And while CPF Life's escalating plan helps with inflation, the rising cost of living in Singapore can still eat into your purchasing power. To maintain your current lifestyle, you'll probably need more than CPF Life, which I'll cover more later in this video. So speaking of lifestyle, let's talk about when people in Singapore are officially expected to retire and why that matters to your planning. So the official retirement age in Singapore right now is 63 and it's going to go up to 65 by 2030. Employers must offer re-employment up to 68, increasing to 70 by 2030. But why does this matter? Because it affects how many years you can earn income and how many years you'll spend relying on your savings. So if you plan to retire early, you'll need to save more aggressively. But if you want to work longer, re-employment gives you the flexibility to grow your nest egg a bit more. And that leads us to the million-dollar question. Quite literally, how much do you actually need to retire? Here's a simple way to calculate it. Take your current monthly expenses times 12 months times number of years to retirement times number of years in retirement and times in an inflation buffer. Okay, let me break it down. Start with your daily needs such as housing, groceries, utilities, transport, or maybe even rent. Add in lifestyle goals like traveling, dining, or even hobbies. Include in some healthcare costs, especially at old age, because even though your MediShield Life will probably be enough for up to class B2 and C wards in public and restructured hospitals, if you want higher wards or private hospitals, make sure to secure your integrated shield plans now. You should also add in a buffer here because you'll never know how often you need to visit the doctor when you are older. Always set aside a portion of your budget for emergencies as well. This could be unexpected medical expenses, home repairs, or any other unforeseen financial needs. Factor in any remaining debts and remember to remove costs associated with dependents once they are financially independent. And of course, factor in your CPF Life payouts to offset what you actually need. Still feel unsure? Use our financial toolkit to do all the math for you. For example, you can use the retirement fund calculator to find out how much you need during retirement after factoring your years to retirement, the inflation rate, and the number of years to provide for during your retirement. The financial toolkit will then automatically calculate how much funds you need to comfortably retire. Have any debts? With the debt tracker, you can carefully track if you'll be paying your loans off on time before retirement, making sure you're not stuck paying the bank when you're no longer earning any income. And if you're not sure if you have enough to clear your debts or reach your retirement goals, our cash flow tabs track your monthly income and expenses so that you can find ways to optimize your expenditure, reallocate your expenses, or simply to find out how much extra funds you have per month. I'll drop the link below. Now, before you start tallying up your savings, there's one more thing you really shouldn't overlook, which is insurance. Do you have enough insurance coverage? One major threat to your retirement are medical bills. As we get older, our health gets more expensive. Make sure you're covered with MediShield Life for your basic hospitalization, integrated shield plans for better ward or private care, your CareShield Life plus its supplements for long-term care needs when you're no longer able to feed, dress, wash, move, or even toilet yourself, and critical illness and early CI plans for big health events like cancer or stroke, which a large amount of Singaporeans are at risk, especially nearing retirement. These payouts make sure that you have funds to pay for medical bills, home improvement, or even taking care of your family and even yourself for day-to-day necessities. Remember, a single illness could wipe out your savings, and with proper coverage, your retirement fund stays intact and you focus on recovery, not your bills. So, once you've protected yourself with insurance, the next step is building that retirement fund. So, let's talk about saving. Now that you know how much you need, it's time to build that nest egg. Start by tracking income and expenses. Cut where you can. Consider doing an insurance review. After working with 2,000 Singaporeans since 2019 and counting, our team found that many Singaporeans overpay for coverage. With a review, you find ways to continuously reduce expenses that will add up. Or even look for ways to increase your income, right? Maybe through side hustles, freelance work, and even upskilling for a better job. Every dollar saved or earned now grows into many, many more by the time you retire. While saving is great, investing helps your money grow even faster. Let me explain why. Number one, inflation eats into your savings. Leaving your money in a savings account may feel safe, but inflation quietly chips away its value over time. Something that costs $1,000 today might cost $1,500 or more in 20 to 30 years. That means that if you have $1,000 today, it might be worth $670 in 20 years or even $550 in 30 years. Investing helps your money grow faster than inflation, so you don't fall behind. Number two, CPF might not be enough. Yes, CPF Life gives you a monthly payout in retirement, but for many people, it may only cover the bare essentials like your utilities, groceries, or basic healthcare. But what if you want more than the bare minimum? If you dream of traveling, enjoying hobbies, supporting your family, or just living without money stress, CPF alone might fall short. That's where investing comes in. Investing helps you grow your money over time, so you're not just relying on CPF payouts. By putting your money to work, even in small amounts, you can build a separate income stream or retirement nest egg to fund the lifestyle that you want, not just what CPF can afford. And lastly, time is your biggest advantage. The earlier you start investing, the more you benefit from compounding. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow significantly over decades. Waiting until your 40s or 50s means that you'll need to save a lot more in a shorter time. Alright, so now that you've got a plan, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts and next steps you can take right now. Planning for retirement in Singapore doesn't have to be overwhelming. With the right tools and guidance, you can build a plan that fits your lifestyle and goals. So take the first step. Use tools like the Financial Toolkit to figure out how much you'll need, or even talk to one of our financial advisor partners for a free consultation. Remember, retirement is not the end of your journey, it's the beginning of a new one. Make sure you're ready to enjoy it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs it. And of course, hit subscribe for more simple, practical finance tips. Thanks for watching. I'm Fer, and I'll see you in the next video.